Okie dokie. So, today I want to work on weapon generation a little bit and then get into enemies from the perspective of why would we ever want to deflect projectiles? Because right now, if we have a weapon, we can just shoot every enemy and not interact with deflection at all. But we want player to interact with the mechanic of deflection because it seems pretty fun, and if we give the player opportunity to not use it, they won't. So let's try and make it reasonable for the user to deflect projectiles and shoot the weapon. But before we continue with that, I want to make sure that the guns works correctly and we can debug them pretty easily. Let's freeze these ones, start and see what works and what does not in debug mode. So we have our gun. Let's get this shot. Seems to spawn the impact, but not the projectile. Right? Or is it because we're not showing particles? No, we are showing particles. Boom. So it is shooting, not spawning the projectile. Let's debug this. Weapon shot. The projectile is getting from parameter storage spawnable prefab. Gun parent. Parameter storage spawnable prefab is laser projectile. Okay. So it has a reference. Let me put a breakpoint and see where it actually stops and if there are any errors here. I guess connect yet? Nope. Oh, breakpoint's in the wrong place. Okay. It's also not playing the muzzle flash. Okay, muzzle flash has reference, projectile has reference. Everything seems to be correct. But okay, so the laser projectile is on. What's the velocity of? Set parameters and projectile behavior. Is kinematic, linear velocity. Projectile parameters, speed. A projectile parameters, speed. Not. Disconnect the breakpoint. Okay, so it was just flying too fast, I guess. Damn. Okay. Also, I guess we need to make sure that the projectile only plays collision once, so let's add that here real quick. Nope, wrong language. Private pool. Hit vertical. Blade. Pulse. Let's go. Do we potentiate the explosion? Okay, so you spawn explosion with a 2-second delay. Why does it play twice then? Let's see, maybe there's something in the prefab. Effect, impact, dirt. Oh, okay, so it has looping, that's why. Okay, that mystery solved itself pretty quickly. Boom. Nope, it did not apparently. Why? Let's pause it while the particle is here. So it is looping. Duration of 1. Why does it play twice then? Is Undestroy triggering twice? Is that what's happening here? Gun parent. And again. Okay. Need these breakpoints. Go straight to the Undestroy. Come on. Hide target. Yep, that's fine. There's an error there. That's don't care. Don't care about your errors. Oh my god, why are there errors? Just spamming them. Can I edit my breakpoint settings? Oh, that's cool. The breakpoint on error is set to false. But it still does break on them for some reason. Resume? Yeah, it keeps breaking on errors. I don't want to break on errors. Please don't do that. Be easier to do it like this and turn this off, turn this off. At least I think so. Okay, clear again, gun parent, and shot. And you were too fast again. Too fast? Why is it so fast all of a sudden? Also, why is it not visible? But 1 second. Does it need a camera? Camera. Do you need a camera to this what's happening here? Oop. And shot. Yes, so. Okay. Let's hide this and shot again. Also, actually, let me double check where it spawns from. Projectile origin is where it's supposed to be. That's good. I guess it's just taking a frame or two to initialize, so we'll need to do proper pooling for this, I guess. It doesn't look this weird, where it spawns quite a bit in front of it. Yeah. I guess so. And I'm going in a completely different direction straight away here, so it works. That's good. It fires, so let's make sure that we can configure it. Go unnecessary. Gun behavior, shot. Okay. So that is configured in gun generator. Go there. Gun generator. So we take, let's write down what we take from where, because I haven't touched this code in a while and I don't exactly remember what's from where. So parent grabbable, that's just the setup of grabbable. Point references, also do not care body. Parameter stored, set body parameters. Okay, so we can go in here. So rep doors recoil and clip size. Okay, body stores the projectile and muzzle flash. Barrel stores projectile multiplier actions on hit projectile speed. Okay, back attachment stores clip multiplier, and somewhere there should be the element of it, but I guess we'll deal with that later because that is probably going to correlate with the visuals of it, like a texture, which is going to be, I guess, randomly generated for the entire gun or something similar to that. So that is one option. Okay, so we have this information. So let's go into Unity and take a look at our parameters, or the things that we have. I guess I should start making a spreadsheet rather than just text document. So let's do that. Okay, sheets. Blank spreadsheet. So we are gonna have our weapon parts, gun parts, attachments. So that's laser and torch, packs, battery pack, multiplies clip by 2, this by 1. I guess the back should also control some other things, but we're not dealing with that for now. So barrel, we're gonna have plasma, not plasma, plasma barrel, Egypt barrel, Ray barrel, and white boy barrel. Okay. And here's, so what parameters do we have? Projectile multiplier, action on hit, and projectile speed. Next one, recoil, clip size, projectile and muzzle flash, we're just having as prefabs, and clip multiplier. Okay, so what parameters does plasma barrel have? Plasma barrel has projectile multiplier is going to be probably 0. Yep. Min speed and max speed, or what for projectile? Is it also getting it from there? That body said barrel. Parameter storage, actions and hit projectile parameters. Let's see, gun generator. When we are shooting it, muzzle flash play, projectile instantiate, set parameters, parameter storage, projectile parameters. When do we set this? Parameter storage. In gun behavior, we set it get component parameter storage. On gun generator, parameter storage. Parameter storage. Okay, body get component. Where do we add that? To the gun itself. The grip parameters. Parameter storage. Okay. It's just stored on the... So the barrel controls the speed as well. Yep. Okay. Projectile speed minimum and maximum. Add another column. Projectile speed. Max. Okay. So, plasma barrel. Um, 15 to 20. Egypt barrel. What else does it have? I keep forgetting. Action, hit, projectile, speed, projectile multiplier. Okay. So 0, 0, 15, 20. Egypt. Exactly the same thing. Pretty sure all of them are going to be the same right now. Yep. Eight barrels, bodies. Bodies, store projectile and muzzle flash. There's not going to be anything there. Rips. I mean, I guess all of them are pretty much the same. And just different projectiles are spawned from bodies. Yeah. So let's write that down. Projectile prefab. Aperture. Piston. Pokey. And ray. The projectile prefab for aperture is aperture projectile. Or piston. Storm. Or pokey body, it's laser. And for ray, it's plasma. Not spell to save my life. Okay. Good. So what I want to do, I guess, first is add pooling to them. Let's do that. So on creation, they create a pool of prefabs or projectiles. And shots. So destroy all the shots, which we don't want to do. Oh, no, we do, because that's for the weapon. Just to have one component, be sure. So, on enable, we also want to do private private void pool projectiles. And here. Can we make it in a pretty way with a parent class? I'm pretty sure there's a straightforward solution. So, I mean, we don't need to parent it because this gun behavior is already unified. So, let's say we're gonna have something like private and full size. 10 does seem to make sense. Let's just go a little overkill with 15. And on pool projectiles, I'm gonna rename it to create pool projectiles. Because we're not creating actual pools. And we're gonna just do a for loop. Okay. And we want to, before we forget, go in here. And instead of drawing it, I'm going to do object active false. Okay. The explosions, we can actually, let's pull this as well, I guess, because we only need one explosion. It's going to be private name object explosion instance. And on the third, we're gonna here we also not gonna do this. Before I forget, private enumerator disable after time. Okay. Load time, yes. Okay, and we're also gonna have a reference to this coroutine. So disable coroutine, yep. And we're gonna do it like this. Disable coroutine, start coroutine. Where we're gonna set it to, I don't know, 6 seconds? 5 seconds. Makes sense, I guess. That. And here we're also gonna stop the coroutine, not to forget it. And here we're gonna do on disable. Okay, and here we're gonna do, let's also pass a game object in here. Object to disable. Boop, boop. Here we're gonna pass game object itself. And then here we're gonna pass explosion. Okay, explosion is also gonna be instantiated here. Let's create it as a variable. Explosion dot get component particle system dot play, not pause, play. Okay. Okay, that's good. So it's gonna reuse the same thing. But here's somewhere we instantiated it and getting where. Let's look at local history. So copy this before I forget. Boop, boop, boop. So instead of instantiate, we're gonna do explosion. Did I not make it with an underscore? Yep, I did not. Here. So it's going to be explosion dot transform dot position equals transform position, and yep. Okay, and let's remove this. This is going to refer to this thing as well. Cool, cool, cool. Interim value meta. Yep, I don't care. Also, the projectiles are now properly dealing with itself. Let's go back to gun generator. No, not gun generator. Gun behavior with the shot logic. Okay, create pull projectiles on start. Create pull projectiles. And here, instead of instantiating, I'm gonna just get the last one. What's gonna be private game object, get projectile, active in hierarchy. Why is it considered like this? Child. No. We need a list of them. Or yeah, let's make them children, but of a different game object. So we're going to instantiate game object. Private game object. Projectile parent. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. But this is going to be in this. Yep. And on start, we're going to game projectile parent, new game object projectile parent. And also in here, I'm going to add game object dot name. Okay. You're going to transform, return this. Cool. So here, instead of doing it like this, it's going to be underscore projectile. Nope, it's not underscore projectile, it's just projectile. It's going to be get projectile. Okay. And here we're going to do position dot position equals this. And rotation, same thing. Projectile transform dot rotation equals this. Cool. So we added pulling pretty much. Let's give it a test. So we have projectile pulling now, so it should on pretty quickly. Yeah. Nope. I mean, maybe. Let's give it a try. Oh, gun behavior. So there's no... Ooh, right. Got to add a very crucial thing. in here. Because we want two straight pulled projectiles, and we want their parent to be projectile parent. Yes. Original position rotation. Yes. Because if we don't have a parent, it's gonna be dum dum. Nope. Neat. Two guns. It's gonna be gun parent. Why are there so many errors? Oh, let's turn these back on. Not to have this from target setter. Okay, variable is one position has not been assigned. Okay, so that is because we're doing it. Wait, through this on behavior line 46. That is for create projectiles, which is called on start instead of one on finalized gun construction. Yes, finalized gun construction is gun generator. Yeah, should be not on start. So let's move this pink, whoop, and put this into finalize. Okay, now it should be better. Oh, okay, should be the last line, not the first line. Okay. Should it work now? Should, but will it? Let's see. I mean, that's 30 errors instead of way less. What is not set to uniform? Projectile behavior lines C. Oh, because the explosion is not set and we disable them technically. That makes sense. But when do we set parameters? Okay, we set parameters after we instantiate it, but technically they're disabled on the same frame, so it's same thing. So let's do it in a very straightforward, but maybe not the best way. So we're just gonna have a private pull first table, and not here, but in projectile behavior. Boop. And yep, that's it. Just needs to be false. Oh, will it be better now? That's the main. Okay, and start. Still errors. But for a second, or that and nope. What is not set to reference? Projectile transforms. Well, it's one. So the get projectile does not work. Gun parent. Projectile parent, gun parent. Yeah, it's storm projectile, plasma ball projectile. Not have parameters. So let's start with this. So every projectile because it should be true, not false. Okay, take two. Okay, cool, no errors. Let's take this one and shot. Oh, we still get an error. Line 71. Does it have a reference to projectile parent? Behavior of bug. Projectile parent, yes. No. Ooh, okay. Why did it create a different one? Because that's also on start. And not on film. And constructions. Fix this again, I guess. Finalize, finalize, finalize. Goes here. Oh, ideally there should be one now. Did that work? See? Cool. Just one. Back to normal view. On behavior. Of course, something is still not good. So, I'll reference. Did I miss this being empty? Why so? Projectile parent, gun parent 1. Do not have references. Because reasons? So finalize. So let's go in here. So gun generator does finalize and then delay clone, which creates a copy of it. So the thing should be on enable and not on finalize. This should be on enable. Put it. Yep. Let's put this here. And restart. That is a few errors. And this one's empty. Okay. So you have an error of an empty. Why? Because your parameter storage is null? I'm sure not set to instance line on line 49. So here something is null. Why? What is not passed at this point? Yes, breakpoint it is. There, here, launch Unity, and see what is actually null here. I'm not sure. Boop, 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 boop. What would your issue be? So, parameter storage is null. Okay, so this is two gun parents. Okay. The original ones, but this is the new ones, yes. You should not have your parameter storage as null. When do we set parameter storage? I think it's just word. So gun parent, parameter storage. You were null on enable. I'm a little confused and a little don't want to deal with it. So let's go with a shitty solution to this problem, where we are gonna So gun generator here. We know that delayed clone is here. Instantiate the clone. And let's make this a public void. Set up projectiles, I guess. Okay. So here we can do yield return. You wait for end of frame. Let's do it twice, sure, and then we're gonna do clone dot get component and behavior. Set up projectiles. Okay. Oh, that should fix it, ideally. Yeah, it did. Okay. Let's take gun parent as reference to projectile gun parent. Good. So gun behavior should. Shoot. Come on. Embarrassing. So what do I need to fix this? So it's not enabling it. Let's see if it gets the reference to it. Let's go in here into shot and gun behavior. Get projectile. Oh, I never set it to active. Okay, that would explain it. Yeah, that explains a lot of issues. So, gun parent clone, gun behavior, shot. Okay, cool. You're way too fast. Boom. Boom. So ideally, why are you playing for so long? That's a question for another day, but oh, boom. Boom. Shot. Let's add the rapid fire or something like that. Just for debug. We're gonna do it as a simple coroutine. Private enumerator. Shot with delay. And it's gonna be 4 int equals 0, not clip size, but let's say 10. Shot, wait for a little bit longer than 0.1, let's say 0.5, and here we're just gonna do start coroutine. Yep. Just for debug. And boop, boop, boop. Rapid fire. We can check that it's actually doing the correct thing, and we can see how they're spawning. Start. Current. Rapid fire. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guess I missed the first two. Gun parent clone. Ooh, rapid fire again. Let's move you further away from the wall so multiple of them can be or even just rapid fire. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool, this works. They're properly disabled, they're properly pulled. Nice. I'm happy about that. Now I just need to figure out what's wrong with the dirt. I'm pretty sure we're just not disabling it. Projectile behavior. And ideally, not ideally, but theoretically it all can be referencing the same one because it's the same one for now. Is it going to be the same one forever? Not sure, but we can do some like type reference storage or something like that. Disable after time, explosion, explosion, explosion instantiate on start. And here we'll also do explosion set active false. And here we do explosion set active true. And disable after time. Do I pass the explosion in here? Yes. Okay. So now it should be better. I think. Gun fire. Okay, yeah. Some of you are not turned off. Why? Why are you turning back on? Disable after time, set active false. What is happening here? A single shot, boop. Where even is the projectile? Oh, you were too fast again. What is happening? Okay, it hit the thing. Why are there two of them, first of all? For ease of debug, we're gonna go in here. Create pulled projectiles, and it's gonna be this projectile dot name. Yes. And yeah, I know that string building like this is not the best, but it doesn't matter right now, so it only does it once. That's okay. And we're gonna do projectile plus plus game object name. Yep. Why is there an emoji key on my keyboard? Game object name. Whoever needs an emoji key on their keyboard. I can do this though. Boom. The most important feature of the code editor, be able to add emojis. Cool. Useful. Okay. You have set parameters. That's this. We have the name. And let's go in here. Object disable explosion. And in here we're gonna do underscore explosion dot name. Oops. Yes, yes. So now we should be able to see which projectile is messing itself up. Also, go in here. Which one was controlling the velocity? Projectile speed controlled by the barrel. So we're gonna set this from like 3 to 5, sure, for now, just so it's easier to take a look at them. Okay, gun parent, gun behavior, shoot. Ooh. So this one, projectile, explosion projectile, gun parent clone 0. Why? 1 second. That didn't really help me. We're gonna move this here and do it again. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So there's a bunch of them, right? But these, okay. Oh, wait, right. The 14, this one. Well, oh, because I didn't start it as a coroutine. Cool. That's it, right? That's the entire issue here. And gun behavior, rapid fire. Coroutine couldn't get started because the object is this inactive. Okay. Okay, so we need a manager for this, I guess. Let's create one. And that's going to be a helper script, I guess, or a manager. Let's do the helper for now. Want a behavior script. Object disabler. Okay, so you're going to be a simpleton. Object disabler. Cool. And you're just going to have one function, public void disable after time. Yep. Import enumerator. Cool. Disable after time. So in here we can do like this. It's going to be object disabler dot instance dot disable after time explosion 1 second. All issues sorted pretty quickly here, which is nice. Saying that they're sorted even though I haven't tested them yet. So let's test them yet. So let's start it. Gun parent clone. Projectiles. Gun parent. Rapid fire. So some of them, well, first of all, object disabler is missing. Oh, right, I didn't add it to the scene. So let's create empty Helpers. Do I already have that? No. Helpers. And it's gonna have object disabler. Okay. Gun parent. Gun parent. And rapid fire. Oh. Cool. Let's, before it gets messy, let's also create an empty here, which is going to be, how do we call it? Projectile impact. And it's just going to be referenced by name in them, so I don't really care. But we're going to do explosion.transform.parent equals game object dot find doot 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 doot. Ideally it's going to be created from something else, but we can deal with it right now like this. Okay. Gun parent, gun behavior, rapid fire. Cool. You can even make it so there's more of them. Why does it look like they're spawning from... Oh, they're spawning from where they're supposed to. Cool, 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 cool. So let's take this one as well and see if they're working fine when there's two of them firing. Rapid fire on you. And rapid fire on you. And rapid fire on you. Yep, all nice, all dandy. Cool. We have projectile pulling, which is nice. But now to the more boring part. So, not boring, technically it's more interesting, but I am the one who have to think about it. So, the main issue right now, we have the enemy, which fires projectiles at you. And you don't have a reason to deflect them because you can easily avoid them. So if we make enemy projectiles target player the same way player projectiles target enemies, there's going to be more reason to deflect them, which is cool. But that still is not going to be your main source. So we are going to have a motivation of the type that this is a way for you to protect yourself, and they should deal way more damage than the weapons. Yeah, that might work. Let's give that a try. So we need to make enemy projectiles target player the same way it does the other way around. So tech logic, ball. This script needed rework for a long time, but instead of fixing it, I'm gonna make it even worse by adding more specific logics. So we're still not dealing any damage to player. What can we do here? Okay, so we have a lot of garbage here, but so this is probably going to be in fixed update. Moving on a curve, move along points. So we have this. Which is just, let's remove all of this because we're not going to need this, I guess. Before I do that, 1 second, let me commit, I guess. So I have some kind of reference from this. Oh, unit version control. Don't know why I went with unit version control rather than sorcery or something more usable like that. But I am already going with this, so let me check all of this then. Come on. Where are you indexing it now? Not like I'm gonna use any other features from it, but sure. And we're gonna put and chicken. While it's checking in. Actually, I'm not sure because I'm not sure how long it will take for it to check in. I'm not gonna do any changes yet. Let's give it a minute. Okay, I think it's pushing. I'm gonna push it here. I think it's pushing. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things because I haven't checked it in a while, which is not good. I was just using local history from from the what is called writer's local history feature. But now that we have something to lose, we can go here and actually properly check stuff in. Okay. It says 3 minutes, so it's gonna be like around 5, I guess. So let's assume that it's gonna be fine and take a look at this. So moving on a curve is set to true when we hit it with the bat. Yes. Okay, so I guess it's going to be moving on a curve all the time now, even though it doesn't make sense anymore. So let's rename this to seeking target. Okay, move along points, not move along points. Double check. Nope, still not done. It needs another minute, so let's give it a minute and think what we need to do for now. So let's remove this because we don't need this debug anymore. But for enemy projectiles, the only thing we wanted to change is how good at homing they are. And we had this bit for it to definitely hit the target when the player deflects it. So transformation, target rotation, current target. So we set current target to enemy here. Okay. So I guess we can go into launch bullet player. I really need to rework this thing. A launch bullet player just does this. On here we can set current target to target short. And we're not gonna do any of this. Hide this, not hide, delete this. The Unity, I think, checked it in. Yeah, good. Okay, so we can start cleaning this up. All of this can go. Rotation speed. We're gonna see how this feels when we do it. So, cool. Let's collapse the bunt. Let's collapse the launch. Curve points. So that's by the player. We can ignore this. Ignore this. This. Ignore this. Ignore this. Equivalent points should be fine. And seeking target should always be true, I guess. So here we're gonna do not always. So if we bunt, we don't want to do that. So seeking target equals false here. On launch we already set it, I think. Populate filter. Where do we set it to true? Launch. Okay. We do it in here, so I guess we should do it with launch ball here, seeking target, and in here, just in case, we're also gonna set it to false, just to not have any weirdness happen. Better to be safe than sorry. Cool. So realistically, not realistically, but ideally, it should allow us, like this guy, when he throws the ball, is gonna controller. Yep. So let's see how he will behave and how the ball will behave that is thrown by him. Okay, he goes up there. That looked a little weird. Yeah, the launch, like the starting launch, is weird. Also, I think I can do this. Yeah, the starting arc definitely needs to be different. So starting arc, why is it like that? Pretty sure it's getting like things from the spline. But it should just go forward when we launch it by the user, not the user, the enemy. So to fix that, launch ball. That's for the enemy. This is not good naming. Fix that. But we do transform look at curve points 3. We can do transform look at here, because I think that's the issue. Here we're going to do transform look at target. We're going to, yeah. Good. I think this will pretty much mitigate the curvature of it. Nope. Why is it going to the side for? Can you throw another one? Where are you even? You are trying to hit me. Okay. Now I'm confused. Bro. Why are you doing that weird... Ooh, because your rotation speed is low, right? No, but you should be going straight. Let me... Oop. Where are you trying to go? Where's your forward? Ball... Why is your forward there? Do I... Oop. Well, Geometry Guru, thanks for following. Hi, welcome, welcome. Let me go back here. So, we do transform look at target for the ball. Do we... When the enemy instantiates it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Basic enemy. Back logic. Does it rotate it somewhere? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Hopefully I can answer it. No guarantee though. Attack. I'm instantiating projectile. Turn in identity. Okay. So I do this and then I do launch ball at player. Launch ball, player. Transform, look at target. Do I rotate it somewhere else? Target? No. But then I do on collision enter here. Filter point, populate spline, move along points. Direction to target, current target position minus transform position. That seems good. What's fuzzing because I'm not programmed. I'm using ChatGPT this way. I mean, there's no shame in using ChatGPT. It's really useful. Half of this project was written by ChatGPT. I mean, exaggerating a little bit, but not that much. Rotate towards to target rotation, turn look rotation. Let me put a debug break on this one. I'm gonna put debug dot break. Let's see. Launch. And you're gonna throw your ball. Okay. So this is the ball. And ball's forward is pointing at the player. But then it rotates on the next frame. And then it goes in a weird curve. That's very strange. So it's rotated one frame afterward. Yep. What if I... Seem to be happening here? Because I don't see any other transform rotations here. Rotation. Rotate towards, smoothly rotates towards the target rotation. That's the only place. I mean, let's do carpet bombing. Well, the problem is that when I have a potion and a key, and whenever I collect a potion or a key, it's collecting 2 units of each. I don't have anything where to collect 2 units of each. What could be the problem? Is it collecting it based on something like collision detection? Like if you're on trigger enter pickup kind of thing? Because if it's like that, so the most probable things that first comes to mind is that it triggers it twice before like destroying it or something. So you can add a simple Boolean flag. I think I have a similar bit of logic here in projectile behavior. Like somewhere right here, one sec. On draw gizmos, on destroy. Let me do on trigger enter. Unity and trigger enter, event, all behavior. So yeah, let me just do this. So imagine that this is your on trigger enter where it's picking up, and you can basically have a little bull flag of private bull is picked up, and it's going to be false. And here in the logic where you want to pick it up, it's going to be like is picked up equals to true. And here you're going to do a simple if not picked up, you're going to return. Oh wait, if not picked up, you're going to do boop 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 is picked up equals to true. Okay, here's going to be your pickup logic, and here if is picked up, you can just do return. So pretty much it's gonna quote unquote guarantee that it's gonna just fire it once. So at least I think that's the most likely issue. So yeah, give that a try. That seems reasonable. Like not reasonable, but the thing that comes to mind first. So yeah. Let me unwind this, but yeah, hope that works. Well, good luck with that. Will it still rotate next turn? Yes, it still rotates next frame. It wasn't that rotation, I guess. Go back where it was. Oh, it's. I think I have a schedule on the page. It's usually around 8 p.m. my time. Stop. Schedule. So yeah, Tuesday. Hear myself. Mute myself. So yeah, on Wednesday it's around 8 p.m. in the +2 time zone. But yeah, you can check out the original, like the homepage of the channel. There's a schedule there, and I try to follow it. Oh yeah, it's like 8 p.m. on Wednesdays and Fridays in GMT +2, and 7:30 to 11:30 in GMT +2 on Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah, time zones are difficult. I guess Twitch is doing good search optimization. Ah, nope. Stop, 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 stop. Okay. Now I come. Quiet now. Good. Yeah, if that worked, that would be even nicer to hear. And if it doesn't, well, I'll try to find another reason. And if that won't help, maybe you can try sending a screenshot or like a little bit of it so we can look at it together. That can be fun as well. But for now, I'm gonna try and figure out why it turns the other way. So again, first frame, looking at the player correctly, but on the second frame, yeah, good luck. I mean, also the newest version of GPT, the 4.0 whatever, seems really, really good at helping with writing code. So if you have $20 to spare, that's a really good investment into that. So this is not the issue. Direction to target, transform rotation, but it goes there at the end, so this is the target rotation. Let me do this. I'm gonna copy this and go into the launch. Instead of transform look at, which I think might be the issue right now, I'm gonna put this, but transform rotation is gonna be just target rotation. See if that helps. Where can I send screenshot? That's an interesting question. I have a Discord channel. You can go in there and put it in the link. The link to the Discord channel, I think, is also on the page. One sec. Me put it in chat, I guess.
Hit a whip and I'm gone.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. Nope, I don't have commands set up. I haven't done that yet, but I just put the link there. So yep. I guess I also need to do the thing where it will actually send you the link if it with this command, but yeah. Restart this and see if it works. Let's clear this. Okay. All is looking at the player, then looking in a completely wrong direction. Where else is it rotated? Do I even need this? Let's just remove all of the rotations of the ball and see what's wrong. Because maybe that will help. Okay. Launch. Wand incorrectly. Hmm. So it spawns incorrectly, but it was rotated into correct position. It's gonna slowly turn towards there. Okay. So this should have worked, but it didn't. Let's see, launch speed, we don't need this. This theoretically can be useful in the future, so let's skip this for now. But comment it out. This is not useful. Launch is for the player. Where else can it be rotated? Populate spline left. Here. Okay, this makes sense for the player launch, but not for this launch. Oh, target equals empty target. Let's try to find any other rotation of it. Nope. Or velocity, no. Load is not this one. Set enemy target position. Empty target position. Okay, transform look. We're not using this one, and this seems to be the only where the look cut. That direction to target, yep. Is it because move along points, was it not rotated? Was it not rotated on the first frame? Actually, that is an interesting possibility. Now let's do seeking target and current target at the end after we do the rotation, because maybe it's doing some weird not saving it for the same frame. Okay. Bro. What? Object reference not set. What is going on right now? Clear, I think it just breaked itself out here. Okay, take two. Alright, throw. What? Enemy gun translators freaking out. All behavior direction to target. Because current target not set. Okay, that was not very smart. It is literally the next line. How did I miss that? So current target. Okay, now it should be good. Let's see. And throw. Okay. Alright. Good luck. Ball. Ball looking where it's supposed to. Oh. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's move about. Also, let's remove the brake. Oh, up there. Bro. That is still a little weird. Yeah, it's always going to the right, it seems. Yeah, it's always going to, I guess, default forward. Because we instantiated a quaternion identity, right? Yeah, and it will always go in this direction. Cool, that's not cool. So I guess where do instantiate it? Can do, I guess, this. No, it's not really good, but we'll do it like this. No, not transform rotation equals target rotation. Target rotation, direction to target. Okay, that's good, but we can do... Where's the player? Camera. This. Projectiles on point position here, and target rotation is going to be this. So we spawn it in the correct orientation. Maybe that will be better. Will it? Let's go to the side straight away. Yeah. Okay. The turning needs to be way slower for enemy projectiles. So let's make it so if ball behavior, launch ball, we need the something on points. Long points here. So if I think there's a launched by player. On trigger enter. Hit by player, yep. Hit by player, we increase the rotation speed. If not, we do not. It's going to be a little less well seeking by the enemy, but it should still be seeking enough to cause the player to deflect them. Or not. That is a little bit too slow. Okay, so that will not work. So let's go back and keep it as is for now, and let's give it a try in the actual headset. Come on. The headset? Of course not. I'll have to switch to... Let me restart it first. Because me does. If not, I'll just switch to Steam Link, because that one seems to be a little bit more reliable than just the default Oculus Air Link. Okay. Oop. Quest link not connected. Okay. Yarp. By default, setting are nice. Hey. I'm gonna destroy all my sound setup. Quick, back to headphones. Good. Okay. Where are you aiming at? Move around and see. Okay, it's aiming at the fix that. But this which it's targeting the player seems fine. Yeah, it's fast enough to fall. Sure. That's good. Let's make it so it goes for the head. We know what happens when we don't. Apparently a very long movie created afterward. So do current target instead of player. Where's it? Launch. Oh. Launch ball. So current target is target, which is player, is the transform of the player control instead of the head. So I need to aim for the head. So here, instead of doing this, I need reference the camera. I think it's in. Let's go in here. Instead of target, do this. Player camera. And he should be good now. Also, let me reduce the offset from the floor because we're way too high when we do this. Camera rig. Good. Better try. Oh, it's in. I'm too high in Steam VR, not in Unity. Okay, going for the head is a little weird. Yeah, it feels a little weird that it's going like straight for your head. Ow! Fuck. That was the microphone. Sorry about that. Or maybe not. Because you can fully always see. That was broken. You can always fully see in front of your head. So maybe going for the head is not a bad idea. Let's drop a couple more of them in. Because I can actually properly feel the request cost stack overflow. Enemy movement. Store destination. Okay, that's the weird bit that I haven't fixed yet. So let's drop a few more guys in and see how that feels. More. I'm gonna move away. That acquired. Base. Okay. There seems to be some kind of a where it freezes the first time. Nope. It's not as bad when because you can track it, but it should also try to approach you from the front of your back, I guess. So it's easier for you. Because like in the middle of the fight. That one. Oh, I don't think I have rotation fast enough. Back of my. I mean, I don't have health, so difficult to track. Look on this one. Yeah, it's kinda. It just needs to be a little like, right under the head, upper chest. Upwards. Okay, so he's going straight forward, but doesn't look. Forward. So why does it always go forward? There's no errors. Let's take a look at the code real quick. So when we ball behavior, launch, set empty target, okay, target, targetable. If target is not equals null, curve points, populate spline list. Yes, we do the curve to get the thing, yep. Filter points, good, and transform look at. But else we do launch ball. Okay, so we don't have a target. We do this, where it tries to go for itself. To the potion gets value of 2, and also same happens with the key that only disappears when I trigger 2 gate. Let me question. Let's take a look. Two. Or 5. Was it? So the first potion triggered it twice, but the last ones did it appropriately, right? So the first potion gave you 2, and the second gave you 2, but the last one gave you just 1. 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, it's capped at 4. Okay. Can you, I guess, also post the... Oh, there it is, yeah. Header. Collectible nuclear physics object. Nuclear instance. Boost key. Handle movement, handle jump. Attack. Double jump. Take. Pick up weapon. Add inventory item. State potion context. Inventory potion type. Count. Yeah, there's like a lot of code in one script, which is not really good, but it's fine if you're just starting with it, which is good. So on trigger enter 2D. If collision game object compare attack coin, collectible, potion collectible, handle potion collect. Handle potion collectible. On trigger enter 2D. Okay. Don't call update. And the potion collectible. Potion collectible potion type. Collect potion. when it goes to collect potion, that collect potion contains key. Okay, add inventory item and then destroy potion object. Add inventory item happens here. Add new item, update UI. So let me, I guess, look. Let's take a look at this together. Let me share this as well. Add capture. First of all, let me take this up. New and capture specific window of it's not bad. Transform it to screen. See it? That's that. Nope, it doesn't work like that with the notepad. Sure. Do oh, right. Good. Unity. No. Let me set it up one sec. Application window capture. There you go. Yep, I know. I haven't set it up yet. Notepad. Okay, notepad. Okay. There we go. Okay. So this is the thing. Oh, hi. Second. Form. Hit the screen. Good. Okay. So let's go bit by bit. So on trigger. On trigger enter to D. We do this. We have the entry point here. On trigger enter to D. I'm assuming that the potion is potion collectible, right? So we have our potion collectible. I'm gonna get component potion collectible, pass it here. And if it's not null, we do handle potion collectible. Let's find handle potion collectible. So, okay. We do a switch here, and then we do collect potion. Going to collect potion. Collect potion is right here. If it doesn't contain it, or the count is least and max amount, yes. Add the potion to the inventory, and then destroy the potion game object. Okay. Okay, so do we have can you also potion. I mean, it doesn't matter. Can you double check something? The easiest thing to start first would be to put in here something like this: debug.log collected potion. To see if it is the same script that it's firing it twice or not. So if you just put this line and collect potion function at the very beginning of it, so you can see, and then you can see in console. So then you're going to be able to go in here, and in console it's gonna output the message, the collected potion thing. And if it's there twice, we can be like, we are pretty sure that it triggers twice from your script. And that would be a good point to start. So yeah, let's put this debug log and collect potion first and see how many times it appears in the console. And I'm gonna be right back while you do that. Okie dokie. Let's get back into it. Okay. So we wanted the projectile. Oh, we wanted to double check the logic on the projectile. Let's do. So in here, we set current target to the player camera, but launch. Here, we set launch ball with player target setter. Okay. So current target. This does not need to be like this. And apparently it was good before. So seeking target equals true. Fire twice. Okay. So we know that it got called twice from this one. So I guess the simplest solution for this. I'm not telling that it's the best one, but it should work. So what we can do is let's go back to on trigger enter. Handle potion collectible. Okay. So we know that it got to this point twice. So what we can do right now, go in here, handle potion collectible. Collect potion. So it got here twice on the same frame. We can do two things. Yeah, that's completely fine. You can do either destroy immediate here, which is gonna destroy it on the same frame, which is not the best, especially if you want to do some, I don't know, effects when you pick up an item or something like that. So you can try this and it should work. A more appropriate way would be to somewhere in here. So collect potion. Let's go back to on trigger enter. On trigger enter, we have this object, get component potion collectible. In potion collectible, I'm not sure what the script looks like, but you can, in potion collectible, let's just put it somewhere here as a theoretical reference to it. So in potion collectible, you can add the same bull flag. I mean, I've been doing it for like software development for 6 years, so imagine that this is your potion collectible class. And let's add a new variable in it, which is going to be bull collected or something like this, which is going to be declared like this, false. And I'm going to give you a simple option here instead of a correct one. So we're going to create a public bool collected equals false, and it's going to be like that in there. So then here we're going to do potion collectible dot collected equals true. Okay, and in here we're just gonna do if potion collectible dot collected, we're just gonna return and ignore everything that happens after that. So what we're doing, we have our potion collectible, which is on the potion itself, and if it's already collected, we're ignoring everything else. But if it's not, we're setting it to true, so the next time it triggers, it's not gonna fire here, because it's false by default when it's created. It is not collected yet. We check, was it already collected? No. Then we set collected to true and do handle potion collectible, where we increase the value on the player's UI and all the other logic later. Set it to true, so the second time when it triggers, it would get to here, and it will return because it was already collected. But a more ideal solution, which I can't like look from this point, but most likely there's either two colliders on the object itself, because there doesn't seem to be any waiting, like any waiting for the end of frame in your code. So I don't see a reason why it would be fired twice, except for there are either two colliders on the collectible itself, or there's some other weirdness happening, like maybe there's two something else's, just two of something, just a box collider. But maybe your player has multiple colliders rather than the thing, the collectible itself. Because technically on trigger enter is gonna fire because it's on the player itself. This script. Yeah. That's the only thing I think can happen here. So yeah, either destroy immediate in here in handle collectible. No, handle collectible, hold on, potion collectible. Collect potion. So yeah, either do destroy immediate here, or the thing that we just did. As a tag bot as a child, but it's deactivated as default. It might still be triggering it. It shouldn't. But I'm not exactly sure what the logic of child collision is for this. Like on trigger enter can be a little weird with child colliders, but no matter what, this should help. I'm gonna, I guess let's save this, and I'm gonna post it on Discord. I mean, the best debugging option is taking a nap. That usually helps. Oh, 1 sec, let me load file. Yeah, like a fresh outlook can help in a lot of cases. So yeah, if something doesn't work and you've been sitting on it for hours at this point, I do highly recommend just either going to bed if it's too late, or, you know, get up, go make a coffee and not think about it, and your brain will still be thinking about it in the background. That's the best debugging option there is. So, highly recommended. And especially if it's 48th hour, it's not recommended, it's mandatory. So, yeah, go do that. That's really important and really helps in the long term. Okay. Or like this. This was also a good way to distract myself from this. And I guess in the background something is still working. So now we can get back to this, and it theoretically will still work. So instead of setting this as a current target, we can set target as a current target. So because we already passed that value here. So let's do that. Okay. And current target for this one is going to be player target setter, which is correct. But here, instead of just being the player, let's go for the head. Where is the reference to the head? making a dream game will change the art later, going kind of Dead Cells vibe, but with cultural aspects. Is this your first game? Like, I think you said something like that. Because it, like the current art style, it's been 2 years. Yeah, I mean, it's really good that you're doing it. Keep at it. It's really cool to do something that you want, and like the character animation looks kind of cool. It's really reminds me of the Limbo art style, like that series of games. But yeah, there are two things to keep in mind. Don't like forget about the sunken cost fallacy, and in the middle, you might be like, I've spent too much time making this thing here and I don't want to redo it. Sometimes it's better to redo it instead of just keep making something worse. So yeah. And the other one is you really should finish it. It's better to finish this and then do the next the next one, rather than this being not finished. Unless you're treating it as a learning opportunity, then it's good to switch types when you stop learning. Procrastination is a bitch. There's no other way to put it. But yeah. Oh, I want it to go in here. Instead of player, we're gonna launch it at player camera. Let's see if that goes where it's supposed to. Start. So let's double check. Oh, it still finds my headset that is sitting upside down under my desk. Is it going where it's supposed to? It is going at the player. Okay, let's put on a headset and see how it behaves in VR. Where are they? Okay. Come on. Where's that? Okay. Something's target, deflect. Okay, that if I don't have a target, one. Okay, it becomes physical. That one. Boom. Guess it breaks when you have a target. Please. Like when you hit it hard enough, but you don't have a target, right? Yeah. They should, but if I do this. Man. Okay, that is weird. Aiming at that one. Projectile. So it's not doing a curve, it seems to be going straight away, like straight forward. Oh, that's because I removed the bat. I do 3D arts too. But yeah, I'm not really good at any 3D modeling or any art in general, so I'm just using assets. Are you using real physics? Almost. So the ball is not moving with real physics. It is doing transforms technically. like it's doing transform translate. I'm just using physics for hit detection. So like when you hit it with the baseball bat, it does the trigger thing. Full behavior object reference not set to an instance on current target. Okay. So let's add a failsafe here where if hit by player and target equals null, we want to do what? When enable collision and gravity, right? And we want to launch it. Direction to target. Load. Launch. Okay, so this is incorrect. Okay, let's this. Take the one that was here before where there was the physics bit. Show history reflection. We had a good thing here. Launch ball. This. Take that and we're gonna create a function which is gonna be private void launch ball without target. Okay. Let's copy these. Put here. Okay. Enable collision and gravity, and then we do add for. Okay. So we're gonna take this, and in here we have launch. This is we do populate and look at and nothing else. So here we're gonna call this function instead. But we are not gonna have a target anyway. Just gonna be an empty target that we pass there. So it should launch, I think. Let's see. So theoretically, it is gonna launch the ball in the direction where we hit it. If we do this. Don't have a target. Oh, god damn it, I keep hitting my mic. Let's move it out of the way. Just bunting works correctly. Selecting target. Physics, that's good. Selecting with target. Good. Go straight for it instead of going where is. Look at line. Are there any errors in the console? Stack Overflow for destination setter, that's fine. So we can go in here and we know that the issue is that we don't do look at. Was to make a 3D maze escape game with puzzle enemies, boss fights, crafting riddles, but I left it. I mean, if you learned something from trying to make it, then it's a time well spent. But it is a really good idea to start by making like something really small, like a simple arcade style game with a high score and a single game mechanic, and then you'll be able to finish it. Like, that would be really good experience to learn from. This is what we need to adjust. Okay, so this needs to be, if not, oop, that was caps lock, if not hit by player, we're doing this. Doot, 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 doot. Good. Now it should still fly on a curve. Learn to use Unity UI code. It's not the best part for me, but I do have a little knowledge now. I mean, if you like really don't want to deal with, you know, the code and stuff like that, if it's not something you want, and if you're not trying to make something extremely weird, it might be a nice idea to look towards Unreal, because it has blueprints which are usually easier to understand for people who don't interact with code much. Because Unity visual programming is weird. I mean, it used to be really bad a couple of years ago. Don't know what state it is right now. But yeah, if you're not in too deep and you are 100% sure that you don't want to deal with learning a lot of software development, maybe it's not a bad idea to look into Unreal Engine, because it's getting really good now. Good to a degree where I'm kind of thinking of giving it a try at some point. Even though I spend all this time like learning code and still went. Why is that? Because populate this. Launch all. At empty curve point. So we do populate this. Yeah, I mean, making something like Dead Cells is gonna take a lot of time, and not like, you know, days or weeks. It's closer to, you know, years. But yeah, whatever like feels good. Is it doing this bit? Let's put a breakpoint. But let's not forget to disable all the other ones. I mean, yeah. I guess fully indie. I'm a single person trying to make it. But yeah, I have a few months that I want to put it to the state where it's demoable and go from there. But it hit the breakpoint. So it did look at. Ooh, okay. I think the turning speed is so high that it technically turns straight away on the next frame, right? Ball. What's looking there? Look there. And then it, yeah, the turning speed is so high. Okay, I just need to reset the turning. Currently I'm just eating into my savings. um, which should be enough for a little while, but there are a few options. If streaming or video creating about the game development itself will work, that might fund it. If not, I'm gonna try to get it into a demoable state and try to deal with somebody who can fund it, like, I don't know, a publisher, or as there's a program that like Meta has where you can develop an application for them and then we'll help you with publishing and slash funding. So if it will ever get to a position where it's showable, it's gonna be that. If not, I'm just gonna get another job and do it in my off time. Yeah, I didn't leave my job. The job left me, but this is not a best idea of doing it. So yeah, if it doesn't work out in the next like month or two, I'm just gonna get another job and go for that. Um, yeah, it's good to have a fire under your ass, but only to a degree where it's reasonable from a survival standpoint. I mean, good. to I mean, it's a good motivator. Let's put it like that. So if we do this and put OG turning speed to rotation speed, and then here we can do and here we can do rotation speed equals OG turning speed, so it should slowly turn instead of straight going there. Yeah, I mean, what's your like main job? Because I used to do game development professionally as a job, so it feels the same. What was your like daytime job? Hey, let's see. Graphics design. Yeah, I mean, was it like business or also game development kind of thing? Because it's, at least I feel like it was a good experience working within any sort of game dev before it doesn't work now. Also release the target when the target dies. Over here. Yes. Okay. Cool. So that works. Let's add target release on enemy death. And after I do that, I probably will call this a night. So I want to release the target after it dies. That would be in player target setter. So let's go into that. Basic enemy attack, player target setter. So set target. We need to do unlock and hide target on destroy. And that is in targetable. Oh. On destroy and destroy current of targeting visuals. Okay. Is player target setter a singleton? Yes. Oh, we should this unlock. Is it private? Yes. Let's create another method here, which is going to be public void release dead target. Business out and game dev block next to my room. The CEO I worked with wanted to know about my game so that he pitched it to his friend who owned the game studio. The studio is called Who's Games. What did they do? Look it up. I'm curious. Ludo. Oh, so like mobile card games. Mobile board game. Yeah, I mean it's good to theoretically like find someone who can fund it, like an investor. So they're called. Oh, if you can do that, that is incredible. But yeah, it's really hard to find someone who is willing to deal with that. So we're gonna do unlock to true, and we're also gonna do release, I think. Target visual unlock default color, and I also want to hide it. So this should not be here. This should be in release the target. Unlock enabled. And I also want to, I mean, theoretically, if I unlock it, it should be good. Current target equals null. Unlock. Here we do what? Locked false and default color. Let's see if that works. I mean, yeah, I do completely understand the notion behind that, but like, what's going to be like, what's the worst thing that can happen? They're going to say, no, not interested. That's it. There's not much to lose, kind of thing. Yeah, just go for it if you have a chance like that. Okay, come on. Why did you lose the connection there? It's like that meme where it's like, what's the worst the thing that can happen if you ask a girl out? What's the worst she can say? No? If she says ew, that's even better. Like, that's even worse. Yeah. Kill a guy. Kill. Properly release the target after that. Oh, okay, cool. It released the target properly. Also feeling that ball should have vision just trigger while it's hitting it, because also should have 15. Doesn't die in one shot. Let me double check if it dies properly with the weapon. Gun parent, gun parent. Who is kind of pulse? Let's see. Alright. First. Second. this. Okay, that is good. So there, if the enemy died before the target got to the destination, it freaks out, but it should. People try making games in Minecraft, but the only game that people play is Ludo and Coldbreak. I mean, the beauty of games is that it doesn't have to be country related. You can just, if we're not talking about mobile games, which are mostly driven by advertisement, you can aim for a more international market. So that should be like, it's not really, it doesn't really matter. But if we're talking mobile games, that's a whole other kind of worms that I don't want to get into. But because mobile game development is just weird. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to add there. Oh. Okay, let's do this. Where's the fixed update? Move along points, move along points. We do this, and in here we're gonna check if vector3 dot distance between transform dot position and current target position is less than 0.2, I guess. I'm not gonna destroy it. We're gonna instead of stop and freeze, we're gonna do enable collision and gravity. Yep. So if not physical and the distance is less, we're gonna do enable collision and gravity so it doesn't get stuck even if the target is dead. Good. Yeah, I mean, it's quite a big project to try and do on your own. If you like have somebody you want to work with, that's better. But if you're trying to do it on your own, because like Dead Cells is a pretty big game as far as I remember. It's like roguelike Metroidvania, right? Yeah, roguelike Metroidvania. And all of that is going to be quite difficult to achieve. And that is like literally gonna take over a year on your own just to like kind of understand the time scale of it. If you're not ready to spend over a year on it, that is scary. So try to understand the time frame before committing to something big like that. Might be a more manageable idea to do something small. I mean, you can try and like pick a very interesting slash weird game mechanic or idea and try to go with that. You know, there are a lot of small little games that you can go with. Like the most few recent options that were there, they were like the whatchamacallit, the Buckshot Roulette, the Lethal Company. They have very simple like visuals and art style. They have very simple game loop. Like there isn't a lot of logic there. There isn't a lot of code there. So going with something smaller is way more manageable, especially if it's one of the first projects that you worked at. So yeah, I would recommend thinking about it. Like, is this the best way of going about it, trying to make something this big? Because there's a lot of very difficult code logic, a lot of difficult animations, and all of that is going to be really difficult to create by yourself. But if you go for something smaller with smaller art style, with simpler art style and simpler game mechanics than, you know, Metroidvania mixed with the roguelike, because that is a very difficult thing to balance and think out and test. That is a very big goal to achieve for a first like full-on project. But yeah, so you know, just give it a think. But definitely keep doing what you want. As motivational second from me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today. It's getting pretty late, and I achieved everything I wanted to do. So thanks for joining. Hope the thing that I suggested works, and yeah, hope to see you next time. Both 2D and 3D are hard. Yeah. Bye bye. Good luck.